Hello, this is Darrin Johnson. Welcome back to video number 2 in the Mindset series, the Mindset Cycle series. And in this video, we're going to talk about your realistic potential. Now, I already did video number 1, which talked about your current beliefs, identifying where you stand now. And in the next video, I'm going to talk about your action limits and the mindset cycle. Again, you can see that these are grayed out, because that's not the focus of this video, but other videos will address those points. So in this video, we're going to talk about your realistic potential, and your realistic potential is the reality of what's possible for you. It's your current belief that feeds into your ideas of what's possible for you. So think about that for a second. What is your current belief, and how do you see yourself right now? And that is your realistic potential. Now, number 2, your past results and current situation have nothing to do with your potential. So no matter where you are in life right now, or no matter what income level you're at right now, that has no bearing on what your income potential can be moving forward into the future. It's all about your mindset, okay? And we're going to go into that in more detail moving forward. But before we do, I wanted to show you a quick quote by Ferdinand Foch, which reads, hopefully I pronounced his name correctly, "The will to conquer is the first condition of victory." Now, I like that quote. I saw that in a meeting that I was in today, and it was posted on the board, so I took a picture of it because I wanted to remember it, because I thought it would be perfect for this particular video series, Mindset Cycle, okay? So let's keep on moving, and we're going to talk about ways to enhance your realistic potential. Now, I've got 8 points here, and I'm going to go over each one of them, and then after I'm done, I'm going to show you a slideshow that illustrates each point. Number 1, adjust your internal thermostat for what's acceptable in your life. So your internal thermostat is where you are right now, and everything you have in your life is a result of that internal thermostat that you set for yourself. For example, if you said to yourself that you were going to go to college and graduate and get a job in the medical field, so you studied, you got into college, you went through whatever curriculum you needed to go through to become a medical professional, and you are there. Now you're a medical professional. That was your internal thermostat. That's what you believed that you could achieve, and you went after it and you achieved it, and so that's where you are in your level. So if you want to achieve something different, then you have to adjust your internal thermostat to that level of what you want to achieve. So for instance, if you want to build an online business, you have to adjust that same internal thermostat that you adjusted before, in my previous example, to become a medical professional, to become a successful online business owner. Number 2, raise your standards on a subconscious level. Again, whatever standards you have set for yourself is indicative of where you are in your life right now. Whatever you told yourself over the years is culminated to this point right now. So if you want to achieve more, then you have to practice telling yourself more positive things moving forward. You have to practice believing that you can achieve a higher level than what you have right now, if you indeed want to achieve a higher level of whatever it is that you want. Number 3, your standard of living is what's keeping you where you are. Your standard of living, it talks about what it's like in your world right now, and what you've become comfortable having, what has been something that has put you in your comfort zone. So for example, it could be your job situation. Maybe you've been on your job for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. You know what to expect from that job. You know how to perform on that job, and you know how much money you're going to be receiving from that job. That is your standard of living, and that is on a subconscious level, because you don't even think about getting up, going to work, and performing. You know how to do it. You know how to get up and brush your teeth and put your clothes on and, hop in your car and drive. You know the way to work. You don't really have to think about, do I make a right? Do I make a left? It becomes an automatic process because it's on a subconscious level. It's the same thing about being successful in your online business. You want to raise your standard of your subconscious level to the point where you can automatically visualize yourself making money every single day inside of your business. It becomes an automatic thought process. You know, when you get up, you're going to do certain action steps within your business that are going to yield you those results. Number 4, your wants in life are not standards. They're just dreams without actions. So again, people say all the time, you know, I want this, I want that. Maybe you want a new car. Okay, well, that's great. You see a nice car, you want it. But what is your action steps towards getting it? What are you going to do to achieve the goal of buying that car? Wants without actions are just dreams. Number 5, feed your mind daily with positivity. Surround yourself with those on the same mission as you. It kind of reiterates to points 3 and 4. You know, it's all about your mindset, and it's all about, what do you think that you can have? What do you feel like you deserve? You know, do you deserve to make, let's say, $10,000 a month? Do you believe that? If the answer is yes, then you can absolutely go out there and do it, because you're already starting to think along the lines of having an abundant mindset, of believing that you can achieve that goal. If you don't believe that, then that's something that you have to stop and work on, you know, and ask yourself, why don't you believe that you can achieve that goal? And then you keep working through you keep working on yourself until you get to a point where you're convinced that you deserve it. And that may have to do with your circle of influence. So if you're surrounded by people who are negative, or people who are doubting you, then it's easy for you to believe that you're not going to be successful, because the people that you hold dearest to you may be doubting you, you know, or the people you're constantly around are negative. All that feeds into your subconscious and keeps you at a place of negativity and scarcity instead of a place of abundance. Number 6, change your circle of influence if they're negative. So if you're around those people, you may want to consider at least having a part of your life that's more positive. And that's what I offer in my Knowledge is Power Plan, a community of like-minded, abundantly thinking individuals who are successful in their business. And those are the people you want to be influenced by, because, you know, over time you will become subconsciously driven to be one of those people, and that will help you accomplish your goal, because these people have accomplished the goal that you have set forth. It's all about that community, okay? Number 7, you've been negatively programmed by society your whole life, and now you're starting to crack open and reprogram your mind for success. Ever since you were a child and you went to school and you studied, and then you graduated, and then maybe you went off to college, or you went into a trade, or you went into the military, or you just, you know, you got a job out of high school. It's all the same thing, and it's all the same programming. Work hard for minimal results. Get a job, they'll pay you less than what you're worth. And then maybe one day you'll get a raise, and it'll be a small percentage in comparison to what your potential earning power it truly is. And your bosses and their bosses and their bosses make all the big money while we make all the little money, okay? And that's kind of what we're taught, you know, growing up, is to go out there and get a job and not become rich, but to just work, you know, J-O-B, just over broke. Just make just enough money to meet your meager needs, but nothing grand, nothing elaborate for yourself, okay? That's reserved for somebody else. So that's the programming that we have, and we have to step outside of that and step into a more of an abundant mindset to believe that we deserve to be just as wealthy as anyone else in the country, if that's your goal. Or maybe you don't want to be wealthy, but you want to be financially secure. You want to have more money in your bank account than you need to spend. And there's no reason you can't accomplish that for yourself, and it all starts with your mindset. And your realistic potential dictates that you can have that if you believe and you raise your internal thermostat to that level. And then finally, most people believe they are not worthy of success on a subconscious level. If you do too, let's fix that. Okay, so again, we're just kind of reiterating point number 7 here, which is changing the way you've been programmed to think, and unlearning all that negativity and embracing more of a positive mindset moving forward, embracing the idea that you can achieve greatness in your life and you can achieve making more money in your business than you ever thought possible. Okay? So now let me give you some examples of realistic potential, of your realistic potential. Earning $10,000 in your business is a simple math equation. Now, I mentioned in my last video, for me, $10,000 a month is my immediate income goal. How would I achieve that, or how can you achieve that more importantly? 100 sales of a $100 product is $10,000. And you can see I won't go through all of them, but 40 sales of $250 products is $10,000. And you can mix and match any of these numbers to get to $10,000. And you know, one thing that I do for people who allow me to lead them is that I have a 10K per month formula that I put together on Microsoft Excel that shows you a mathematical way to get to $10,000, and it's all tracked. That way your results are predictable. And if you're interested in that, reach out to me, and you know, we'll work together. You work with me, you join me in my business. I'm more than happy to get that to you. All right. What if your business offered upsell programs that provided even more value that your prospects desire? So let's say you started out selling an item that was $100, but you had an upsell item that was $1,000 that your prospects knew had greater value than the $100 item, and that could absolutely transform their life. They're going to be happy to give you $1,000 to get access to that information if they truly believe it's going to be transformational in their life. So again, in my last video, I talk about exchanging value for money. If I have something that's of value to you, you'll gladly exchange your money for that value because you may believe that the value of what I have to offer is worth more than the money you're holding in your hand. So keeping that in mind, time is no longer a part of your earning potential. Once you step into this mindset and you see your realistic potential and you build an online business, it's not about working 9 to 5 or trading time for money. It's about leveraging automatic systems that are already in place for you. It's about leveraging the people that are coming into your funnel perpetually and are interested in joining you in your business, and having that come from all over the world. That's a lot of leverage, and that's a lot of earning potential for you, and that's an earning potential that you'll never find on the job. So with that said, I'm going to switch over and I'm going to give you a quick little slideshow that illustrates some of the points, actually points 1 through 8 over here in the green box. Okay, the slideshow is going to illustrate those points for you. So let's move over here. So this is point number 1. Okay, this is a slide that talks about adjusting your internal thermostat. Go to work, get paid, pay bills, you're broke. Go to work, get paid, pay bills, you're broke. And stop the cycle. Do something different. Okay, so again, stepping out of your internal thermostat, raising your internal thermostat to a higher level so that you can achieve more. Believe in yourself. Here's a nice picture of a kitten who looks in a reflection and sees a tiger. I love this picture because what does it speak to? Raising your standards on the subconscious level. Okay. Next one. The secret to change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. And that's a quote by Socrates, which speaks to your standard of living keeping you where you are. Okay, so your secret to change is don't worry about the old stuff, but start building a foundation for something new, something grand, something greater than what you have right now. This one speaks to your wants are dreams with no action. Okay, so you may recognize this from my welcome video. I put that in there. Idea, plan, action. And the reason why is I want to start to get your wheels turning and get you thinking about having an idea, being successful, having an online business, and then seeing the plan that I have in place for you in my Knowledge is Power plan, and then taking action on that plan to achieve your goals. And then this reiterates that a dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. A plan backed by action makes your dreams come true. Okay. And so this is feeding your mind daily with positivity and surrounding yourself with positive people and changing your circle of influence. Surround yourself with those on the same mission as you. Now, I remember seeing this when I first got started online many years ago, and it always captivated me, so I actually copied it and I stuck it in one of my folders on my computer so I could reference it from time to time, because I love the image, and I love what it speaks to, which is a bunch of mighty people moving in one single direction with a singular mindset towards success and towards accomplishing a goal. Okay, and that's again what I offer you in my Knowledge is Power plan, is a community of people who are like-minded, who have abundant thinking, and who are successful building an online business, which is where you want to be if you want to build an online business as well. Now, this one speaks to feeding your mind daily with positivity, changing your circle of influence if necessary. If someone tells you it can't be done, smile and graciously agree, then go work twice as hard to prove them wrong twice as fast. Okay? Very powerful stuff. I love that. And now this is a fun one that I like from a movie that I enjoyed, Office Space, and I saw this meme and I thought it was perfect for this next point, which is that we're negatively programmed and we got to step out of that. I hear you guys all admire my new Ferrari. Well, if you work hard, if you work really hard, put in long hours, and do an excellent job, I'll be able to get another one next year. And that's so true. You know, the people at the top are making all this money and living in all this abundance while we work really hard to make them even richer. Why not step into our own power, be our own boss, trust ourselves, and create our own wealth and have the things that we want for our lives and we know that we deserve for our lives. And stepping into your realistic potential is the way to get that done. Okay, and then finally, I like this one. I like long romantic walks to the bank. And again, changing your thinking, changing your mindset is kind of whimsical and comical, but the idea being, why not walk to the bank every single time? You know, I know there's this one artist who has this lyric that says that she's been in and out of banks so much that she knows they're tired of her. And I love the message behind that, which is I believe that I can achieve any amount of money that I want because I've got that abundant mindset thinking. Okay, and that's it for this video. If you liked it and you saw value in what I'm talking to you about, then please feel free to click the link below. If you saw this video because you opened an email that I sent you, then click the button below and learn more about what I'm doing and how I can help you build your very own online business. And if you saw this video via YouTube, then feel free to click the link below in the description. And again, I've been more than happy to lock arms with you and work with you and help you build your online business. And I will talk to you in the next video, which is going to be your action limits. We're going to dive deep into your action limits. So be on the lookout for that. I'll be uploading that soon. This is Darrin Johnson, your knowledge acquisition advocate. Have a very prosperous day, and I look forward to talking to you in the next video.